Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl C. Ray G, and here on my channel we talk about all things beauty, fashion, luxury, and lifestyle. You know, as a corporate girly, there's a lot that's going on here, and one of the things that is a lot for me is dealing with my textured hair on an everyday basis in with the corporate world. And one of the things that I decided that I wanted to invest in was a Dyson Airwrap. And recently Dyson came out with a new product, which was the Dyson Airwrap ID. And I had no idea what was the difference between the original Dyson and the new Dyson Airwrap ID. So I thought that I would do this video kind of informing you on my first impressions, some of the things that were selling points for me with the new Dyson Airwrap ID, and ultimately why I decided to purchase and why ultimately I decided to keep this item. So I personally do have other Dyson products such as the vacuum and the fan that are already inside of my house. So I understood a little bit of the technology behind Dyson. Honestly, they consider themselves a technology company over like a product company. So I knew that if I wanted to get a new blow dryer, and not that a blow dryer is going to change your hair completely, but if I wanted to get a new blow dryer, that the Dyson was the one that I absolutely wanted to get. So I went ahead and I purchased the whole Dyson Airwrap ID. And when I first went online, I didn't even know that they had a curly option for the new version. So it was nice to know when I went into the store that there was that option available to us curly girls or textured hair girls. So obviously the in-store experience of purchasing this product is great. Staff are always very informative. I have a Dyson store here in my city in Chinook Mall, so I went down to the store to pick up my item, and I was able to get the knowledge that I needed to feel very confident in the purchase that I was making with the new ID versus the old ID. And I want to go through some of the attachments that come with your Dyson Airwrap, because this was what made me choose this one over the old one specifically. So obviously the unit comes with your hair dryer. Unfortunately at this time it only comes in the orange with the teal blue for curly hair. So some of the other colors that you may be noticing on the website, I think there's a purple version as well that's out right now for the new one. That one is not available for the curly haired version. But let's get into the attachments, because this for the Airwrap is kind of standard. It's going to depend on which model you buy, which attachments you're going to get. But of course you can always purchase all of the other attachments. So this, I believe they call this to be the smoothing brush. I actually have been using this quite frequently on my leave out, specifically in the front. I find that if I get my hair a little bit wet, this is a quick and easy way for me to blow dry my hair out, and then I can do like a flexi rod set on it from there, because I always do my flexi rods or my twists out or anything like that on stretched hair, not on wet hair. Just for me, I like that more smooth look. So this smoothing brush has been a go-to for me. I think that using this is so nice in comparison to having to use like a comb and a blow dryer. The flexibility in the brushes really helps with like any snagging or anything like that. So it goes through the hair quite nicely and quite smoothly. You know, sometimes this is kind of like tried and true. Every girl knows this. It's like a wide tooth comb attachment. I do like this attachment for some rough blow drying. If I know that I'm going to be going in with like one of the other attachments, like the round brush, sometimes I'll do this first to get some of the excess moisture out of my hair. This is a good attachment as well, and I know a lot of the girls already like this attachment. Of course, there's just this blow dry attachment where the airflow comes out of this. So this is, good for like rough blow drying if you have to, so even more rough than the other one that I was telling you about, the comb attachment, or if you do want to do that chase method with your own brush. If you have a preferred brush, then you can go ahead and do that with this as well. Now we all know about the round brush, so I was super excited to try this. And I did try this out today, and it definitely did get my hair smooth. So one of the things with textured hair is that it's all about the tension. So you don't want to be applying a ton of heat onto your hair, but it's all about like the tension that you're applying as you're applying that heat, so you can really get that nice smooth finish to your hair. And this attachment really did that for me. I absolutely loved it. I can't wait to try this on like my full head. So can't wait for that. Now we're gonna get into some of the attachments that have been upgraded for the Dyson. So the wand curler, now you'll see is that it's a little bit more narrow at the top and a little bit wider at the base. They say that this is because they noticed that like obviously your curls are a little bit tighter and then looser at the bottom as they drop over time, things of that nature. Getting the movement to the top of the hair is something that the girl was telling me as towards why they changed this. They also now do not have a left and a right version. I know that you can also buy a new version for the older one, but there's just a little like a thing at the top of it that allows you to click it and change it from left to right based off of which direction you want your curls to go. I have not had an opportunity to try this out yet, but I definitely do look forward to it. Ultimately, the reason why I decided to get this blow dryer over the older version was because of the diffuser attachment. So the diffuser attachment comes with your traditional diffuser, which has kind of like these different teeth that provide airflow throughout the hair, which is really nice. Obviously with curly hair and embracing the curl, this is an attachment that I have used. I don't know, I've had this product now for like a week and I've used it 4 or 5 times because I'm constantly I find myself like winning or be like, okay, I want this area to be a little bit more defined, so I'll redo it and then I'll diffuse it. But if you really want super defined curls, they now have a diffuser bowl. So instead of like disrupting the curls, this allows for the curls to kind of dry in a more natural state, is what I was told by the girl. This allows the curls to dry in a more natural state without the disruption that this provides. So when it comes to drying my curly hair, what I do, and it's just like a magnetic attachment, what I do is I use high heat and I use a low airflow, and I'm just going through the hair and allowing it to dry. I usually dry my hair about 85% of the way and then allow it to air dry the remainder, just as I'm doing household chores or things like that. But this technology really was what sold me on getting the new version versus the old version, because the price point of the two are exactly the same. Now let's talk quickly about the ID technology. So the ID technology allows you to create a customized profile based off of a quick questionnaire that you do when you get your device. So when you get your device, there's a QR code that you go ahead and you scan, and you're able to then go through this questionnaire, and it'll give you some styling advice based off of your specific hair. Now, you also have the ability to then connect the application, the Dyson application, to your unit. So you can kind of see here, it says Curl ID at the top of the unit. And it kind of makes the styling process with the device that much simpler. So for example, if you're using the curling wand, it'll go ahead and it'll apply the correct amount of heat for a specific amount of time, do the cooling shot as well, and then turn off the airflow before you move on to the next flow. So kind of taking some of the guesswork out of it, and all of those timelines in terms of how much heat, how long it should be, do you need a cold shot, do you not need a cold shot, all of those things are determined based off of the questionnaire that you do. So the lid of the unit, actually, because you would have to use the application to use the ID technology, has like a little stand that you're able to put your phone on, so you can go ahead and you can style your stuff. I thought that was kind of cute. But most of the time when I'm at home, this whole case is just underneath of my sink, and what I bring out to the top of my sink or in my area that I'm using to style my hair is only the specific items that I need, and I can lean my phone up against other items. But I thought it was a cute little touch for them to think about that. Obviously, a Dyson is not the cheapest blow dryer on the market, but for me, some of the pros were the innovation in terms of technology, the ability to style my hair multiple ways, having a blow dryer that was specific to my needs in having textured hair, and then obviously the technology backing the information, how the device works, how I interact with the device as a user as well. All were justified for me in terms of making this purchase. But for some other people, they may notice that, you know, there are other blow dryers that are on the market that may be able to do this. But for me, I felt like if I needed a blow dryer, then I needed to buy this attachment, and I don't know how to use a round brush, and then to get those like bouncy Hollywood curls, like I would have to get another curling arm, or maybe another blow dryer that, you know, did the round brush thing. At that point in time, I kind of felt like I was at the same price point that I was at with this unit. If you're interested in seeing how I use my Dyson Airwrap on an everyday basis, or for my curly hair maintenance routine, then go ahead and check that video out. I just uploaded my new curly hair maintenance routine, so you'll be able to see exactly how I'm able to utilize my Dyson, and I will continue to upload videos utilizing this as I do more styling videos, as I get used to what I could do with this hair. That's one thing that I am having a ton of fun with, is playing with the texture of my hair, and, you know, understanding that my hair is the crown that sits on my head, and really, you know, fixing my crown. To summarize my experience with this product thus far, I'm super excited about this purchase, super happy that I was able to get my hands on this, and I can't wait to see what styles are in store for me. And I'm super happy that, you know, products and brands are coming out with items that are specific to us and take into consideration the needs and the wants of people with textured hair. I think that that is such a conversation, and I'm happy that that conversation is being had within, you know, Dyson's headquarters, and then allowing those products to come to market for us to be able to enjoy. Because I think that curly girls, textured hair girls, girls that are trying to rock their natural hair and you know, still preserve the integrity of their hair, we deserve the same amount of care. Anyways, that is it for me today, and I hope that you enjoyed today's video. But until next time, see ya.
East Coast always in me, Commonwealth, Lil Joan, getting love from my